How's it going, everybody? Hope you're all having an amazing day. Jagex just launched some new cosmetics that you can pay for. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. There are paid for cosmetics coming to old school RuneScape. Wait, what was that? It's not paid for cosmetics. It's not like paid cosmetics that you buy in a shop. No, it comes from a league. Rewards from a league. Never mind, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be talking about the rewards blog post that Jagex just posted. We're just going to talk about it. I think the rewards are cool. You know, you got to have some sort of rewards coming from leagues. That little intro right there, you know, isn't a joke from me either, though. I am slightly concerned that this is going to turn into something that nobody wants it to turn into. We got a lot to talk about in this video. I don't even know how this intro is gonna look. I've gone through like 6 different takes. I'm not sure what it's gonna look like. Let's just go ahead and cut this plug and get right into it. All right, as you can see here, you know, old school RuneScape dropped their Trailblazer Reloaded rewards, and I'm going to go over the rewards with, you know, as much excitement as I can before I get into, you know, what I think and what I feel is so controversial about this, right? But I do sit on the side of the fence where it's like you need to have rewards coming from leagues. But I'm also erring in the side of caution and trying to warn people in what this might be trying to test the waters for. Anyways, let's just go ahead and quickly breeze through these rewards. You know, you're gonna get the outfit that goes up in tiers. This concept art looks really cool. I can dig this outfit. It is, it's not like something that you can wear in spite of other armor, right? That's one thing that these have going for them, that they are purely, you know, fashionscape based. It's not like RuneScape 3 yet, where you can transmog gear in the sense of you'll be wearing a Bandos chest plate, but have it looking like tier 4 of Trailblazer Reloaded, which again, I'm worried that they're just testing the waters. But here's the outfit that they kind of have concept arted out. Question 1, they're dropping a poll on all of this. Should the trail, I think the polls, whatever, who cares about the polls? I think they should just get rid of the polls. Let's be real. I think they could, if they wanted to, rig the polls. And so, I mean, and sometimes players vote out stuff that should come into the game and vote in stuff that shouldn't come into the game. I think we should give the developers a little bit more credit where credit is due, though honestly, if polls and such community feedback wasn't a part of the game, we might already be looking at the transmog cosmetic problem that I'm gonna get into a little bit later. The banner, of course, they're dropping the banner as well. And then their question 2 is, should the banner come in? Teleport animation, you know, this concept art doesn't really tell you anything. Is this guy running into fire? I don't know. Oh wait, does it tell you? Have you speeding off into the sunset at speeds unseen by the citizens of Gillinor? So I don't know, it's a long teleport, so I don't know how you're gonna run too fast. You're probably gonna be running slow. I don't know. Should it come into the game? They do pose that as a poll, and then the league's trophies will probably be coming in. Let's talk about new rewards. Toxic Blowpipe Ornament Kit. This one looks pretty dang, looks like it could be pretty dang spicy. I like what they did with the cannon. I'm not against cosmetics coming into the game. I'm not, right? I'm not against it. I just think that a lot of the community doesn't think that it's gonna happen. And I think it very much so, they've been testing the waters, trying to push this, and it might be coming very soon, is what I'm saying. It would be unlocking a whole new revenue stream for old school RuneScape, so I can almost promise you that the higher ups are pushing that. Then a rejuvenation pool ornament kit, that's pretty fire looking if you ask me. You know, alchemy animation, you know, slap your hands together, get some gold, who knows. Vengeance animation, I like that. Give a fiery skull, I can dig that. Actually, that's sweet. Like I said, I like the animations. A death and respawn animation, you could actually have it to where, is this gonna make it to where there's something notable about making another player sit or just knowing it's over when your player drops to the knees in defeat. So instead of, so as they're falling down, they'll kind of burn up and then their shoes will get left. I like that. I like that. And so that's the death animation that you get from other people, I'm pretty sure. Oh, so no, this is for your character. So if you die, your character... Your character is the one who dies. That's wild. I don't know why they would make it your character the one who dies. The respawn animation, you kind of pop back in through fire the same way. And that's it for the rewards. You know, that's kind of what they have pitched, and I think it's a good set of rewards, just like last season's set of rewards were really good. But let's kind of get into the meat of what I really wanted to go over here, and that is, you know, my not concern. Like I said, I'm not concerned about this. If this comes in, if paid cosmetics come into the game or don't come into the game, it doesn't make a difference to me, right? It doesn't bother me at all. If the cosmetic's super sweet and I have some rune coins as they have them in RuneScape 3, maybe I'll pick it up. Chances are I won't. But I think what they've been doing with leagues is very much so testing the waters of bringing paid cosmetics into the game. And I remember back in the first leagues, second leagues, I don't remember what leagues it was, but I remember when they dropped the first home teleport animation that came out of the leagues. I said to my friend, I said, this is the start of them introducing pay to win in the game. Now, this is not pay to win, it's pay to cosmetic. It's pay to Fashionscape, right? And I told my friend, I said, this is the start of it, and it's only advanced from there. They've gone home teleports almost every season, right? To now adding skill, possible skill transmogs, to where when you do a skill, you're doing it differently than everybody else. Think about that. Think about that. You're standing in the Grand Exchange and you have people clapping their hands together, high alching. Are you, as somebody coming back to old school RuneScape, going to assume that that person is high alching? Or are you going to assume that they're casting a new spell? Because I know that this was a problem when I jumped back into RuneScape 3. So I quit playing RuneScape right around after EOC came out. It was probably a good 3 or 4 months after EOC came out. I gave it a good shot, and then I just quit. And I came back to the game years later when I met my now wife. Actually, we were living together, and I came back to the game. RuneScape 3, that is, not old school RuneScape. And, you know, the one thing that I noticed in that game is I had no idea what anybody was wearing at any point in time, because everybody was wearing transmogs. People would be walking around in a Bandos chest plate wearing some fiery getup that doesn't represent their chest plate at all. So I would ask them, what chest are you wearing? Right? Because if you see something new in the game, you're like, yo, what chest are you wearing? And they're like, oh, Bandos chest plate. And you're like, no, the hell it ain't. Right? It just causes like this level of confusion for new players coming into the game, and even returning players coming into the game, right? Because I definitely wouldn't think that a person clapping their hands together is performing high alchemy. I might ask them, like, what are you doing right now? Same with the blowpipe, bro. If I saw somebody with a red blowpipe and I wasn't aware of League's existence at all, I would be like, yo, did they update the blowpipe? What happened? Where'd you get the flaming blowpipe? And that's just kind of like where I'm sitting and why I think that they're just testing the waters to just almost full-blown implement transmogs and paid cosmetics into the game. Do I think this would be a bad idea? I mean, from a business standpoint, obviously that's an amazing idea. Why wouldn't you do that from a business standpoint? Even if it was only a small percentage of the players who bought into some of the cosmetics, bro, that's extra money from cosmetics. And you know the old school RuneScape art team can throw together some bangers, because a lot of these companies will put together some really trashy cosmetics, but everything the old school RuneScape art team does, they do great. And I know I'm saying that looking at this little concept art for a toxic blowpipe, but already you're seeing that this is different, and they're possibly even looking at making it, I'm assuming this dragon head in the bottom is like the flaming head that might come shooting out of it. So not only are they changing the weapon, but they're changing like the animation of the weapon, right? So their cosmetics go next level, and I think that would be sweet. I don't know how the community is going to handle it, and I don't think they even see it coming a lot. Because when I told my buddy, I was like, they're testing the waters. Here comes paid cosmetics. He was like, nah, they'll never do that. They'll never do that. Well, we're kind of at the point in time where it's like they're about to cut the polls, and when they cut the polls, bro, in come the paid cosmetics. Is this a problem? Is it an overall problem with the game? No, I don't think so. I think if you're playing old school RuneScape for nostalgia, you're grasping at straws, man. You really are. This game is nothing like the game we used to play back in the day. It's not. It's nothing like it. And even if they did open up old school RuneScape, old 07 servers, no changes, barely even God Wars dungeon out, right? And I don't even think God Wars was out right when old school dropped, but let's say barely even God Wars dungeon out, okay? it still wouldn't be the game that we were playing back in the day. Because if you remember back in the day, I'm just gonna equate this to PK. If you remember back in the day, people were not doing what they do now PK. If you saw somebody one tick G mauling while PKing back in the day, you probably would have, your mind would have been blown. Okay, if you saw somebody using a protection prayer and farcasting while PKing, the entirety of Edgeville would group together and make fun of that person for doing that. That's not the type of game that we're dealing with anymore. When it comes to PVM, if you would have been going into PVM in 2007 and jumping into God War's dungeon and being like, watch me go kill Bandos solo because I can pray flick every single attack from all these bosses, bro, you would have been the best of the best. But that's just normal nowadays. So even if they dropped 07 servers right now, your ass is grasping at straws hoping to grab that nostalgia kick because you're not playing the same game. You're not the same person. You're not playing the same game. So if the community, which I think eventually will be ready to just collectively look at it like that and move on from the past, and I think honestly they're going to be forced into it, in my opinion. Polls are going to be cut. Polls are going to get cut from this game. I promise you that. It might not be this year, it might not be next year, but polls will get cut from this game. And whether that's, you know, a good thing or a bad thing, time will tell. But definitely let me know what you guys think down in the comments about this. I know I was kind of just going on a ramble there talking about what my thoughts are with these paid cosmetics coming into the game. If you made it this far in the video, comment down below, made it or something. I really appreciate you guys stopping by. We're not done with the Dead Man mode content. I don't know how much more I'm going to go live. My work schedule is all over the place, but we are definitely grinding out Dead Man mode, and we're going to be posting some content. Hopefully, I'm trying to grind my way up in the 70 to 91 bracket at the moment, and we're going to get to the top of that bracket and either see if like we do some PKing from there. That'll probably be when we pick up a stream, you know, if we're gonna go out and do some PKing, or I might just push to the next bracket. I don't know. I'm probably gonna make another video ranting about Dead Man mode. This season is just not it, in my opinion. I think this is more of a Leagues man mode, you know what I mean? Clan man mode, all as per usual. I don't know. I'll make a video ranting about that. I appreciate y'all stopping by. That's all I wanted to go over in this video. I know I'm a little bit late here. Like I said, my work schedule's all over the place, but I'm still going to be pumping these videos out, so be sure to subscribe not to miss out. But I am out of here.